and we'll get things started. So I have a few announcements I'm going to go over real quick, and then I'm going to hand this over to Leslie and Sherry. I'm so excited to have them talk to us tonight. But I'm going to dive into these announcements because I don't want to keep you until 10 o'clock at night. So just a few fun things to go over. So some of you may have noticed I've changed some things in Dream Big. If you've been around a while, if you're brand new, you don't know that it's changed. But let me see, there's a chat. No, don't forget to mute. Okay, cool. Yes, let me do that. Thank you. I'm going to mute everybody just so there's not feedback in the background. Okay, we're good. All right, so I've changed some things in the Dream Big team page. When you go to the Dream Big Facebook page, what you're going to see pop up right away are the units. And I have really tried to just streamline things this year because before I had training on a different website, Thinkific. There was a while where I had some on my personal website where you have to log in with a password. I'm trying to just keep everything super simple so you don't have any question as to where you're supposed to look for information or where you're supposed to send your brand new coaches to enroll. And now that Facebook has the ability for us to put units in groups, it's so awesome for us and easy for us to really streamline everything. So unit 1 starts with our mission statement. And this is something I want us to just start reading before our team calls pretty regularly, because I think it's really important to just bring us back to focus all the time to what we are doing as a team and the whole purpose behind us. So I'm going to read this to you real quick in case you've missed this at some point. But this says, the purpose of becoming a coach on Dream Big is because you see the opportunity to help people live healthier and more fulfilling lives. Dream Big's mission is to inspire others to make changes in their life that allow them to live a life filled with hope, energy, and confidence. We are willing to work hard, and we know that we have to step past our fears and share our journey in order to connect with others and create momentum in our business. We believe in our mission and the impact we are making on the lives around us, in our community, and in the world. Because of this, we aren't afraid to share with others. Our income is a direct reflection of the lives we are changing and the impacts we are making. Dream Big takes pride in being a positive community of integrity. We lift one another up and empower each other by encouraging one another to put our best foot forward every single day. We work together for a bigger cause, and we will be there during the tough times to lift you up and during the amazing times to cheer you onward. So that's our mission statement as a team. That's what we believe in. That's what we strive to do. We work hard as a team, and we aren't afraid to share our journey and step through our fears and propel forward to create impact in the lives of others. Okay, so next slide here. If I can get it to move, it's not wanting to go. Now my computer's freezing. Hang on, y'all. I'm getting the spin color wheel of death. It's just sitting there. Oh my goodness, y'all. It is not. Let me hit stop share a second. Let me try sharing again. Nope, PowerPoint is dying on me. Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to talk without our slides. Can y'all see the wheel? No? I take the time to put these slides together and technology's not working. Okay, so I'll just have to say my announcements then. You won't have any cute slides to look at. Energize comes out tomorrow, which is super exciting. We will be able to order it at 3 p.m., I think it says, because now my slides are super tiny. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Mountain time, 11 a.m. Eastern, I believe is what it says. So be ready to get you some Fruit Punch Energize tomorrow. Also, you need to know that, I hope you guys know this, that the challenge pack this month, T20, is on promotion still. So that is something that you should continue to be sharing, especially if you're doing T20 right now. Hopefully that you are talking about it on social media, starting to share your progress so far, and many of us are wrapping up the first round. And then on the 25th, we will start round 2 for those of you who want to keep going, and you can invite new people in to join you as well. This is super frustrating that I can't show you all these slides. because I can't even see the information now that I needed to be able to repeat to you. So Coach Summit, if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, make sure that you do that soon, because Summit is super fun. Getting to events, you guys, is the most impactful thing that you can do as a coach. It really is. You're going to hear that from Sherry and Leslie tonight. They just got back from an incredible event. But anytime that you can get surrounded, while events are not required, they are highly encouraged and they're super fun. But anytime you can get surrounded by other people in this business who have that passion and excitement, and you get to be in the same room with people who have come before you and have found success, it just shows you like, hey, why not me? It has you find those why not me moments. If she can do this or he can do this, why couldn't I do this as well? So for recognition purposes, if you lock in a new rank by June 6th, as a emerald or diamond coach, you'll be recognized at Summit as that. If you are working on a new star diamond rank, you have to go into qualifying by May 2nd, because as a star diamond, you have to hold something for 6 weeks before you can actually put on a star diamond rank. So if you're going for 1 star or 2 star or 5 star, you need to have that locked in by May 2nd, hold for 6 weeks, and then you'll be recognized at Summit for that rank, which is really, really cool, because you get an awesome medal, you get to walk across stage and represent your team. So I hope to see all of you there, at least as Emerald coaches. I would love to have a bunch of diamond coaches there and star diamond coaches. It's super exciting. And we're gonna have some fun things planned for our team in addition to that. Okay, one last thing. Again, I can't see my slides still. PowerPoint jammed up on me. But I wanted to let you guys know there are some shifts in the challenge packs. I'm not going to go into major detail tonight on the Ultimate Portion Fix challenge packs coming up, because first of all, we need to stay focused on February. We need to finish February strong. It's Teen Cup month, but we can start thinking ahead for March, because Ultimate Portion Fix is coming out in March, and then I think it's April that we will be able to actually start doing the new 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme, where they'll be filming it live with Autumn, just like they did 80 Day Obsession and Lift 4 and T20. So every workout is different. But for starting tomorrow, they are removing the containers from the challenge packs that have the performance line in it. So that's it. It goes in line with the release of Fruit Punch Energize. So as of tomorrow, they're taking containers off of that challenge pack. It will still be in the regular challenge pack for now, but in March, with the release of Ultimate Portion Fix, which I can't see the date, I'll have to get it for you later, they will be removing the containers from the other challenge packs at that point. Because they're really starting to try to allow us as coaches to have those conversations with people about what's better for them, the container system or 2B mindset. Now, there will be a new general Beachbody nutrition guide still included with the challenge pack, and it does talk a little bit about the plate-it method. It talks a little bit about portion control with the containers. It does address that, and it helps them figure out which bracket they're in still. But then it has some recipes for different meals of the day that they can follow as well, just to get them started. But the Ultimate Portion Fix will be an additional add-on that people will be able to purchase, but it's not just the containers that they're going to be purchasing when they do Portion Fix. Like, it's an entire series of videos and tools. They get a new recipe book. They're going to get a recipe book to help with kids' lunches. I mean, it's a really, really valuable tool to help our challengers with the nutrition side. So I'm excited about it. I'm still trying to learn it all as well. There's going to be even a coach training that you can do where you can get a Portion Fix certification. You'll be able to get an e-badge as well, and be able to, promote yourself as somebody who has gotten that training in learning the portion control container system similar to the 2B certification that some of our coaches have done as well. Just another tool for yourself, for your tool belt, and another tool to help our challengers, because the 2B mindset works great for some people, and the container work system works great for some people. Everybody's different, so it's nice now that we don't feel like we have to funnel everybody into one way of doing things. So Autumn Calabrese will be doing a team call for us at some point. I don't know when that is. I have not heard from her yet, but I keep checking my email. And I'm excited about that, because when she comes on, I'm sure she's going to really explain more in detail what all that's going to look like too. Okay, so that's mostly what I wanted to go over with you guys tonight, just to kind of give you a heads up on. And once we get a little bit closer, I'll probably go live and dream big and go into a more in-depth training on all that, so you know more of what to expect. Stay focused on February. It's February 18th. You have 10 more days to finish out the month strong and get some more challengers on board. You can invite more challengers to start with us with T20 next week. With Beachbody On Demand, they sign up. They've got T20 right away, and they can start. Okay, I'm done talking. I'm going to hand this over to Leslie and Sherry. I think Leslie's speaking tonight first. Leslie and Sherry are sister teams. They've been a part of Dream Big and have grown incredible teams themselves. And last year, they earned a spot to be able to attend the New Leaders Conference this year. And they just got back from that, a week and a half or so ago. And that was in, where were you? Was it San Diego or Santa Monica?
Los Angeles.
Well, somewhere out there in California. I was close. But they just got back from Los Angeles and had an incredible time and experience there. And so they wanted to come back and just share with us what their best takeaways were and some of the top secrets that they're learning from the successful coaches that were there speaking. So go ahead, Leslie.
Hey guys, how are you guys doing? It's so awesome to see your lovely faces on here at 8 o'clock at night. I applaud you guys for hopping on tonight. I know sometimes it's not easy to hop on at this time, because kids and whatnot. It's a Monday night, but I applaud you guys for hopping on. Yeah, the New Leader Conference. So Sherry and I just got back. It was an absolutely amazing time. And just like Kristen was saying, getting yourself to events while they are not required, oh my gosh, it is highly encouraged, because I will tell you, it is where you really, really can feel, I'll say it's amazing to be online here, and you can kind of get a sisterhood, just from our team calls and our message threads and whatnot. But there is nothing like being together with each other when you are at an event in person. There is nothing like it. The bond just grows, and it's just absolutely amazing. And I did not know Sherry other than from these groups, these calls, our message threads. And I tell you what, ever since that weekend, I feel like Sherry and I could just be the best of buds. It was just so awesome to be there in person with her, and just to get to hug her neck and just brainstorm together. It was just really, really awesome. So if you can get to Summit this year, I highly encourage you to go to that. Also, the New Leader Conference, you guys, make this a goal. Really. I believe you have to be a one-star diamond qualifying coach. And I can't remember exactly, Sherry, you may have to put in the comments the amount of elite points that you have to get, but she knows all that. I don't. She's the emeraldy coach, and I'm a little bit sapphire. So I don't even know. I just was like, oh yeah, I got the email. I'll go. So anyway, no, if you can get yourself there, please do. It is an amazing, amazing event. It's a little bit of a smaller event than most events, and so it's very intimate. And they really, really, really spoil their new and upcoming leaders. Beachbody is really, really great at that. So highly encourage you to make that one of your goals. so many nuggets and so many notes that I have here in my nifty notebook that they gave us. I have so many. And so when I was going through this, Kristen was like, man, I just want you to pick out some of the top tips that you guys have learned. It was very hard for me because everything was awesome. It would take 2 days for me to tell you everything. So I picked 3 different topics to talk to you about, and I won't go on and on about them because I know y'all got to get to bed. But okay, so I picked 3 different topics that I thought just resonated with me, and I know that they will with you. The first topic is that, and the coaches that were talking to us, they led with this because I think it's just super important because we all go through difficult times, right? We all do. Whether that be, hearing no all the time, you can just kind of get discouraged. We all get discouraged whenever we hear no all the time. When you have a challenger that you just kind of been working with like constantly and they're doing so good and they've had such amazing results, and then, oh my gosh, they ghost you and you never hear back from them. That's so discouraging, right? Or when you have a coach that you've just poured so much into, you've invested so much time into them, and then you've checked in with them and they're like, yeah, I just don't think this is for me. We've all been through that, right? Okay, well, difficult times are going to come. That is just part of this business. It's going to happen. And it's the moment that you are tested in those times is going to determine the leader that you are. Okay? It really will, because we all are tested with things, whether it be in this business or personally. And it's how we push through those difficult times that is going to determine the leader that we are. You see, we are naturally, when difficult times come up, we naturally, as a human being, want to run away from those difficult times, right? We do. That's our natural tendency to say, I just got to go. I can't handle this. I'm not going to do it, right? No, it's when you push through those times, that's where the beauty happens. That's where growth happens. It really does. One example would be for me. 2 years ago, my dad got a diagnosis of cancer, and it was difficult. I was the only one that lived by him. My sister lives in Austin, which I'm here visiting her. This is not my home. My sister lives in Austin. My dad is not married. And so I was the one that was there to take care of him and to take care of everything. And it was very, very difficult and very, very time consuming during that time with doctor's appointments and just everything. And, I had to really sit down. Everything in me wanted to just push my business to the side. My dad was the most important thing to me at that time, and he was. And I made him the most important thing to me. He ended up passing away 2 months later. But during that time, I had to make a decision. Am I going to quit because I'm going through a difficult time, or am I going to push through, right? During difficult times, that's when leaders rise up, okay? And because I found leaders on my team, not only did I stick with this, but because I had found other leaders on my team, during your difficult times, that's when your leaders will rise up. And that's how you will know who your leaders are when they say, oh my gosh, Leslie, don't worry about posting this week. I got it. Don't worry about it. Okay. So during difficult times, that's when leaders rise up. Okay. So my advice to you would be to, learn from those times, learn from those experiences, but don't quit. No, that is the time that you just need to dig your heels in, and just keep pushing forward. That was one of the takeaways that I got that really resonated with me, because I know that, doing this business for 3 years, difficult times come up and I hear about them every day, every day from my challengers and from my coaches. No quitting, guys. Okay, the second tip that I have for you would be when you are starting to build your team and when you've got people on board with you, do not be afraid to share your vision with them. I don't know why it is so hard. It was so hard for me before to share my vision with my team. The fact of the matter is that if you don't share your vision with your team, you are the leader. And if you don't share that vision, they don't know where that team is going, right? And it's a team effort to get to where you want to be, right? You can't do it alone. You need a team. So they need to know where you're going so that they can follow you, okay? And so I've known this, I really have. And I don't know why I've been afraid to do that, but, and maybe I have done it before, but I just didn't do it consistently. I didn't share it consistently. But going to the New Leader Conference, they were like, you have to share your vision with your team. You have to. And so I tell you what, after that session that we had, I went back to my room and I was like, listen, Patsy, this is my vision. This is where I want to go. This is where I want to be. Are you on this with me? And guess what? I did that with everybody on my team. And I had people respond to me going, I'm right there with you. I am so ready. I'm ready to do this. I've been ready for a while. And I'm like, ah! Why didn't I say this before? So yes, share your vision with your team. Do not be afraid. Don't hold back. The second I said, you know what? I want to be a 5-star diamond coach this year. That's what I want. And in order for me to do that, I'm going to have to develop 5 of you to be diamond coaches. Who's on board with me? And I had to say, you know what? I am ready. I need to make $10,000 a month. And this is the reason why I need to do it. I need for my husband to come home from work to be able to do whatever it is that he loves. And I want to be able to pay for my family to do blah, 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 blah. So when you share that vision with your team, all of a sudden you're going to have people that hop on board with you, that energy is just infectious, you know, and you're going to have people that are like, well, I'm not sure that I want that. And that's okay. But the people that you need to be with you need to hear it, right? So don't be afraid to share your vision with your team. And my final point and my final tip that I wanted to leave you with is that I took away was be a come with me coach. Be a come with me person, not a look at me person. You know, we want to encourage people to jump on board with us. We don't want people just to look at us, right? So when we're doing our social media, we need to be aware of that. We want people to hop on board with us. So when we're doing our social media and we're really looking at our posts, look back. Are you inviting people to come with you? Are you making it attractive for other people? Or are you just saying, look at what I've done. Check out my results. Look how much money I've made. No, we want other people to know, hey, you can do it too, right? And then we show them how to do it once they hop on board with us. So those are the 3 tips that I really, that really stuck out to. Again, there are so many other things. And I know that Sherry's going to have, a couple more things to share with you, but those were the 3 things that really stuck out to me. And yeah, I mean, Kristen, do you have any questions about that or any comments about that?
Questions, but the whole sharing the vision thing has been something I have really gotten to where I've tried to improve on in the last couple of years because I didn't communicate that early on before. And I mean, I still got some progress towards my goals, but I definitely hit a point where I was like, if I don't communicate where I want our team to go and get to, how does anybody know where we're heading? And it just made sense. And I guess I was scared to share it at first, or I don't know why. Maybe fear of failure, maybe fear of other people are going to want to do it with me. But by you dreaming big as a leader and you sharing those things with your team, even though it may seem like a crazy, scary goal to be like, oh my gosh, dream big, we're going to be a 15-star diamond team. It's scary to say that because it's like, well, what if we fail? It's exciting, but it's scary. Your team will be like, well, if she thinks she can do that, maybe I can get to diamond. Maybe I can get to 2-star, 5-star. It allows the people on your team to start to realize they can dream bigger too by you going first as a leader and doing that. So yeah, that's definitely something I've been working on myself. And I feel it's helping, that our team is moving in a direction together, which is really exciting to see. So yeah, thank you for that. That's awesome. All right, Sherry, go for it, girl.
All right, can you guys hear me okay? Yeah. First of all, I had the most incredible time in LA. And like Leslie said, I knew her from the message threads, and I told her this. I called one of my best friends, Nicole. I'm like, tell me about this Leslie, because I'm rooming with her. What's she like? Is she crazy? Is she gonna be hard to get along with? And everything Nicole said was just spot on. Like, it's like we know each other forever because of the community we have in the Dream Big page and the threads. So I know a lot of you are going to Summit, and if you aren't, get there. Whatever it takes, you won't be sorry. So I have 3 tips too, which is funny because I didn't know she had just 3. And there were so many, I know right now, if you're like I used to be, you're sitting there going, I can't get to 1-star. I can't get to Emerald. How am I get to 1-star? You can. You just take it one day at a time, because when I got to 1-star, I was still very much smoking. I was still very much drinking. I was working on myself. I just had to take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and you'll get there. It's worth it. My first tip that I love, because I am a planner, is have a plan. Your time is valuable. When you sit down to do your power hour, I want you to get the most from your time, because you're taking the time from your loved ones, from maybe your other job, from just relaxing and taking care of yourself. So when you sit down with a focus, there are 3 areas to focus on. One is the daily power hour BAT, business activity tracker, which if you guys don't know where that's at, it's in the units in Dream Big or the back office. The daily tracker shows you what to do. You can sit down and you fill it out and you cross it off, and when you're done, you're done. If you want to go back, if you have bigger goals and you want to do more, you can. But if life gets in the way, you did what you needed to do that day to move your business forward. Have a monthly calendar, which is awesome because Kristen has one every month. You don't have to follow it to a T. I do because it makes sense, but at least it gives you a guideline to say, okay, I need a free group. Oh, here are the team calls. Here's the national wake up call. I need to shoot for Success Club 5 by, forget the date she puts on there. It gives you a plan that goes beyond the hour to the month. And then the last part of that is have quarterly goals. So one thing they taught us at NLC is you don't want to set yearly goals, because what's going to happen? You're going to set that goal in January. I'm going to be a 5-star diamond team before the end of the year. And every month rolls by and I still have time. And holy heck, it is November and I'm an Emerald. So when you set those quarterly goals, and every 3 months you have new goals, one should be to rank advance every 3 months. If you're doing the BAT, if you're following the calendar, it happens. The next one is to reach SC5 or SC10, whatever your goals are. When you have those wrote down, you sit down, don't scroll, don't answer messages until it's time, and you work your business. That's when you're going to get paid for a business. The second one is kind of what Leslie talked about with social media. Again, your time is precious. You no longer can get on Facebook and just play because you have a business. So you need to think about your posts. Don't post anything controversial. Don't post anything that will upset moms or grandmas, or be you, but you're a business owner now, and you have to think like a business owner. So when you post, have it be with purpose. Have it be for a reason. I always have a fun post every day about my dog or my life because they need to know me. I'm not just an infomercial. And then share about your workout, not just that you worked out, but why you worked out, how you felt afterwards. You don't have to look pretty. Have you seen my pictures? I do not look pretty after my workouts because it's after a workout. When you share consistently, it takes time, you guys. It's not, you can't do this for 2 months and be a diamond coach. You have to be patient. When you post consistently with purpose and you're reaching out to every single person who likes or comments on it, because those are your new friends and your follow-ups and will turn into your invites, everything changes. It's the compound effect. But you have to be patient. And then the third thing is, this was the biggest part for me. No more what ifs. Like Leslie knows, I came home, I told her that day, I came home and talked to Kristen, I talked to my coach Summer, I talked to Nicole, like I drew a line in the sand because one of the, well, I'm jumping ahead. So personal development is something we have to focus on because this business can be anything. Like I don't know if I really believe that until I heard it again this weekend. So it's okay if you don't believe that hearing me now, because I've heard it over and over again. It's taken all these years to really soak in. So maybe you'll feel this way in 6 months, but you can do whatever you want with this business. You can build a small business, a big business. You can make $50 a month, $500 a month, $5,000 a month, if you're willing to put in the work and believe in yourself. And I came from a past where I didn't have belief in myself. I had abusive marriage for 13 years. I had no belief in myself, no confidence in myself. I had to get that. My husband jokes now, he's like, sometimes I like the old Sherry because the confidence level is a little too high. I'm like, watch out because it's still growing, mother. Let me tell you. But you have to get there. I would have never spoken on a team call. Back when I started, we had talk shoe. Remember that, Kristen? And the coaches would call in. I did those calls because I was on the phone. That was still scary. This would have never happened. It took personal development, believing in myself, believing I could build the business I wanted. Before I had the business, I treated it like that. So before I had a big downline to check, I checked it every Tuesday. That way, as it grew, I knew what I was doing. Personal development was key. One of the best books they talked about was Mastering Your Inner Mean Girl. You don't have that and you struggle with this, with belief in yourself, please get it. And then my favorite two are always Go for No and The Compound Effect, because if you don't hear no, you're just not inviting enough. That's simple. You're going to hear no. You have to push through them and learn that it's just an objection. They'll come around in time. So if you're laughing about PD, please start. It makes a difference. And the thing that, the one person I wasn't looking forward to hearing, I sat down with Leslie, I'm like, I don't really want to hear her. No. Changed my life, changed my business. So I'm not gonna say who it was in case she watches this. But she talked about how she had, not a lot of belief in herself. And one day she's like, damn it, if that person can do this, why am I not doing this? Why am I not making 6 figures? Why am I not losing the weight? Because she was a bigger girl when she first started too. And she said, you know what I realized? It wasn't my upline, because I blame my upline. That's why I reached out to her to tell her I was sorry. It wasn't that I was placed on a dead leg. This person's placed on a dead inside leg like myself. It was her. And the only thing standing in my way and in your way is me and you. You guys have all the tools. I have all the tools. You guys have the support from all of us. I have the support. When we get out of our own way, we can do whatever we want. And I tell you, that one girl who I didn't want to hear changed my life. Changed my life. So I hope that if the other 3 tips of mine suck, that tip at least hits you like it did me. I'll tell you, when I am a 10-star diamond team, I'm going to reach out and thank her, because she changed everything by saying the only reason you're not at your goal is you, nobody else. So those are my biggest 3 takeaways.
Yeah, that's why those positive affirmations that we should be saying to ourselves every single day matter, and learning how to say that with confidence. Because when you say, when I am a 10-star diamond coach, not, well, if I get to 10-star, it's just that simple tweak in language that's super powerful that we have to train ourselves to do. I have to work on it too, because it helps to make your brain shift and your thought pattern shift. into that, I don't know, a place of belief. It really is. It's a place of belief. So it's powerful. Awesome, Sherry. So thank you all very much for sharing. Does anybody have any questions for anybody tonight who spoke? Nothing. Well, I hope you all will make New Leaders Conference a goal to get to. It is I go to the Beachbody Leadership every single year, and I'll be going to the next one in, I think it's October. But those are smaller events, like Summit's awesome, it's huge. But when you can get to these leadership type events, it is really, really cool because it's not so busy like Summit is. A little bit more laid back and very powerful training as well. So anyway, all right, sorry my slides didn't work tonight. But stay tuned for when Autumn will be doing our team call. I would imagine in the next couple of weeks, I'm hoping. I'm sure she has a lot of calls to set up. And then we will be learning more about Ultimate Portion Fix coming out, and make it a great end of the month of February, you guys. See y'all later. Good night. Thanks for hanging out.